Hi guys, welcome to Book It Review. I'm Raji and today we are going to see 10 books which will make you fall in love with reading even if you've never read a single book in your life till now. The first book on our list is The Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kinney. So this book is very nostalgic to me in the sense that I used to read it in 2007 and 8 and I think it's the funniest book I've ever read. If you are a school student or if anybody you know is in school right now, you must definitely gift this entire series to them because it's very relatable to a teenager. So this book basically follows the life of a boy called Greg who is 12-13 years old and he is in his 6th grade and he hates following rules basically. He doesn't want to listen to his teachers, he doesn't want to listen to his parents, he doesn't want to eat healthy or do his homework. You know how teenagers usually are. And we basically follow his everyday happenings in this diary format with these cute little illustrations. And I love how this entire book is like in a handwriting. So even if you are actually an adult who just wants to have a little relaxed reading time, you must pick this up because it is very funny. Greg is sarcastic and the way he just sees the world is so funny to me. The second book that I'm going to recommend to you today is a pretty obvious one if you know me personally, and it's one of the biggest reasons of why I am a reader today. So, it is Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, and I think I started reading this series when I was in 6th grade, 6th or 5th grade, and I've been in love ever since. In the first book of the series, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, we follow a small boy called Harry Potter who lives with his aunt, uncle, and his cousin because his parents were killed in a car crash. But when he turns 11 years old, he gets a letter from this magical school of witchcraft and wizardry inviting him to study there. And then he learns that his parents were actually killed by this dark wizard called Voldemort, and the story picks up from there. He goes to school, gets new awesome friends, and the next 7 to 8 years of his magical journey is what this entire series consists of. And although I don't agree with J.K. Rowling's, recent Twitter stuff where she's very transphobic, my love for this book would never die because it's a huge part of my childhood, I must say. The third book that I'm going to recommend to you today is this little pocket-sized book called Birthday Girl by Haruki Murakami. In this book, we follow a young waitress in rainy Tokyo. I just love the world building in 42 pages that Haruki Murakami was able to accomplish. So yes, we follow this young waitress who is pretty bummed because it's her birthday and she's working and she's like, ugh. But then her day takes a huge turn when she gets to meet the owner of the hotel for the very first time, and her life is pretty much not the same ever again. If you are the type of person who is like you want to become a reader but you're very scared of seeing the length of a book, so you never really get to finishing it, or you have like a very tight work schedule and you don't really have the time to finish a book, this book is the perfect book recommendation for you because even though character development and plot and twists is very important to a reader, when you are just beginning, sometimes all you need is a feel good Murakami book with amazing writing style, which you will be able to finish with a single cup of coffee because it is only 42 pages. As you know, the main theme of this channel is that I'm trying to read one book from every country in the world. And the fourth book that I'm going to recommend to you is a gem from Indonesia. And it is such a feel good, heartwarming story, but sometimes sad and will make you cry. It is a story of love, friendship, of the importance of education and childhood, just basically everything that a beginner should be introduced to. The book I'm talking about is The Rainbow Troops by Andrea Hirata, and it follows the lives of two teachers and 10 students of a school which is in the risk of being shut down. The things these students do to sustain their school and the sacrifice the teachers make for their students education, the the intense love, friendship, and the bond between all these characters is just too pure for words. So please pick this up. The fifth book we're going to see today is Little Women by Louisa M. Alcott, and it's one of the most beautiful classics out there. It follows the four March sisters, Jo, Amy, Beth, and Meg. And they live with their mother, whereas their father is out in war, and it is just, it hits home. As a person with many siblings, this book is very close to my heart because it showcases sisterhood and family love and sibling rivalry and how they make up for those fights, but at the end of the day they'll never give up on each other. The writing style of this book is so beautiful that you'll just literally feel like you are living with March sisters and you are seeing them bloom into beautiful adults from their adolescence. So yes, highly recommend this. Good Wives by the same author is supposed to be like a sequel of Little Women. I read it like 2 weeks ago and I hated it so much that I'm never going to talk about it. Just buy only Little Women and don't buy like this. Don't be a fool like me. The sixth book that I'm going to recommend to you today is The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. I think I've already recommended this book in one of my previous videos, but if you are a beginner looking to fall in love with reading, please pick this book up because it's going to make you feel so like intellectual and insightful and deep. So basically this book has 7 laws, and if you follow those 7 laws with all your heart, the universe is definitely going to be in your favor. Like, that is so magical to me, but it is also spiritually true, I feel. So it is the law of pure potentiality, the law of giving and receiving, the law of karma, the law of least effort, the law of intention and desire, the law of detachment, and the law of dharma. So in order to know what these laws mean, I think you should pick this book up. Basically, after reading this, I've been trying to imply these 7 laws to my daily life, and it has helped me in becoming a better person, if I may say so, but definitely a happier person from inside. So just pick this book up. The 7th book that I'm going to recommend to you today is something I picked out in a whim, in seconds after hearing its plot, because oh my god, it felt so interesting to me. It is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Sorry if I'm butchering the name, but in this world, there is a cafe in Tokyo where the customers are allowed to travel back in time and do whatever. So there are a set of rules to be followed, and the rule that scared and freaked me out the most is that you have to return to the present before your coffee gets cold? What happens if you don't? And what would you do if you were allowed to travel back in time? So yes, just pick this book up as a fun evening read, or just a lazy Sunday read. I'm definitely going to reread this book so many times. I am so glad that I have it in my shelf. The eighth book that I'm going to recommend to you is My Sister, the Serial Killer by Oyenka and Braithwaite. So I will leave my detailed review video in the description box below. But basically, this book follows two sisters called Ayula and Korede, one of whom is a serial killer who murders all her boyfriends. And the other one is actually very good hearted, but due to the love she has for her sister, she helps in hiding those dead bodies. It is a very chilling, scary, fast paced book with very short chapters, and you can finish very short chapters. That is exactly why I would recommend this to a beginner. Its vocabulary is very easy, the writing style is good. So if thriller is your favorite genre, if you like psycho killers, just pick this book up. The ninth book on our list is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Why I am recommending this book to a beginner is its writing style. It'll just get you hooked to the book and you just can't stop reading. To tell you a little bit about the premise of the book, Dorian Gray is this very young and handsome man, and he has this artist who paints his picture. When he sees that picture, he gets so jealous because the picture looks so much better than him. So he wishes out loud that the picture grows old and ugly, whereas he remains the same, young and handsome. Be more mindful of what you wish for, Dorian Gray. So yes, I am not going to tell you anything more about this book because that would definitely be a spoiler. Just pick this book up because it will definitely push you into being a consistent reader. The last book that I am going to recommend to you, beginner, is Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom. And this book is very close to my heart because it has a young man and an old man talking about life, of morals, of love, of how exactly you can get the best out of life. Then the author, Mitch Albom, finds out that his retired old college professor, Morrie, is suffering from a disease called ALS and he is nearing his death. He arranges interviews every Tuesday in order to write a book, which is this book, a memoir. And we see what a wise owl Morrie actually is. We get to see how he has lived his life, how much he suffers with the disease, and I couldn't help but still feel hopeful that Morrie would get cured towards the end. But it is a very sad book. Sorry for the spoiler, but that is pretty evident in the first few pages of the book itself. So this book is a treasured value of your life and its ethics and how exactly you should live your life. So yes, definitely pick this book up. I have recommended 10 books for you in order to start your reading habits. Please note that you don't have to like certain famous authors and genres in order to be called a reader. Everyone has their own. So as I was saying before my camera battery decided to die, everyone has their own preference and tastes when it comes to the books that they want to read. So please don't pressurize yourself into liking the books that everyone else likes, because that is not going to help you in sticking to your reading habits. Please be proud of whatever books it is that you decide to read. Even these 10 books that I have recommended to you is just a recommendation. You can try it, and If you don't like it, it's okay. That's it for today's video. I hope my recommendations really help you into developing your reading habit. I'll see you next week with an awesome review video. Please wait for it. If you liked this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel so that you get notified every time I post a new video. That's it for today. Bye.